and welcome to Lantern Light. In a previous episode, I talked about how almost all two-mantle lanterns light the same way. Well, here's an exception. This is a Quick-Lite. Quick-Lite is different from most two-mantle lanterns because it doesn't have a fuel air tube, and thus it's not an instant light. So notice the difference in words, instant light versus Quick-Lite. There are some important distinctions on a Quick-Lite, and the easiest way to show you is to take it apart a little bit. If we look inside, see an interesting generator. This is an R55 generator on this lantern. The R55 generator is nice because it's got the little loop for the cleaning rod. This is technically speaking not correct for this lantern. Correct generator would be Q99 like this one. The Q99 is good because the loop allows you to more easily preheat. A big difference with this particular Quick-Lite, these earlier Quick-Lites, is that the fuel cap has a lead washer instead of a rubber gasket. Thing about the lead washer, if you want a wrench to tighten it down, you can't get that tight enough when you're just finger tightening. We're going to put it back together, put the lantern back together now. And notice the mica chimney. And this is technically speaking a chimney, not a globe. This is a Fred Kuntz reproduction. These are fantastic, a little bit pricey, but totally worth it. Has the lighting door, which is important because there are no holes big enough here to stick a match through. And with the lighting door, you can use your cleaning rod on your R55. So we'll set that down. Put the top on. And the vent nut. Now, to light this lantern, we're going to have to preheat that generator. There's no fuel air tube, there's no fumes, there's no sputtering. None of that's going to work. And because this is a 327, unlike its brother, the 427, there's no pump. So, need an external pump. This one's for an iron. It'll still work just fine. Good. Now, for the preheat, if you were using the old Q99, you could take a couple matches and stick them under here and get that plenty hot all by itself. That won't work on the straight rod R55. There's another economy generator, the Q77, which is like the Q99, but it's just a straight shot. There's no curve in it. We could use a windproof lighter for this. We could use a micro torch if we had one, but I think today we'll go back to my old friend, the plumber's torch. Before we do anything with him, we're going to just turn the valve on and then off. And what I'm going to do by that is to pre-charge the generator with fuel. So just quick, on, off. And when I do that, I can hear some fuel boiling up. When I heat the generator, there's already fuel in it. It's going to light up nice and easy, and we will get lit mantles without having to turn the knob on. So let's light this guy up. I'm going to turn it down just about nothing, and get in there and heat the generator. I'm going to keep the torch moving so we don't overheat any given spot. See, the mantles have already lit. That's normal. Again, I did put fuel into the generator before. What I'm going to do is wait for the big flames to go out. They're not that big. And then crack the valve. Houston, we have ignition. Turn out my torch. Sometimes you'll get a little stuttering at this point. Might get some pulsating or some flashing. Fire might go back out. You take a screwdriver or some other pointy thing. Give a couple flips on your rod. Close the door. And there we have it. I think the Quick-Lites are a tidy little lantern. They put out a nice light. The amber chimney gives us a real nice glow on these especially when you're out in your natural environment, when you're camping or hiking or whatever. When we go to put this lantern out, this is, of course, a Coleman fueled lantern. Putting it out is going to be our standard turn off the valve and wait. Never, ever, ever are we going to ventilate the fuel cap. This is going to take a good 2 minutes before the flames are completely out. And you want to make sure that it is completely out before you leave this lantern unattended. Anyway, that's another episode of Lantern Lab. We'll see you next time.